Even as a youngster, I always had an entrepreneurial type attitude, and I wanted to do something for myself. And so I made extra money by doing yard work. I raised some rabbits, I had some sheep, and then I saved every dollar that I ever made. And then I'd buy more sheep and build my little herd up. My parents got divorced when I was 11 years old, and I went to live with an aunt and an uncle who had a 1,700-acre farm. And that was one of the best things that could have happened to me. They loved me. I learned how to work hard. I saved all of the money that I made there. I got $5 a day, actually. At 15, my dad talked me into going back and living with him. And so I worked hard during that time frame, 5 to 6 nights a week, working graveyard at a service station all the way through high school. I knew that if I was going to make a change in life, it was up to me to do that. After college, I went to work for Mobil Oil Corporation, which was a great experience. I spent 10 years with them, and then I was up for promotion. I was headed for Chicago or New York, and I just didn't want to raise a family in the big cities. So we found a business in Grandview, Washington, RE Pal Distributing. We liked what we saw, and we decided that we wanted to pursue that.
Yes, we wanted something different for our family. And so when Gary told me about this small fuel distributorship that was for sale, we decided to take a weekend road trip and go learn more about it. We liked what we saw and decided to take the leap together. So we sold everything. We were able to scrape together $180,000 for the down payment. People thought we were crazy, and it was terrifying. But we worked hard and we struggled along together.
Our interest payment was actually more than what the company was making, but we were able to grow into a profitability where we were able to make those payments. Those years were really tough, but we continued to grow the business. We believed in treating people the way we wanted to be treated ourselves, and we didn't take any shortcuts. We always treated people honest and fair, and that helped us grow.
Of course, there were challenges along the way. In 1985, there was a very cold spring that devastated the fruit farmers' crops, and they couldn't pay their bills, many of them. So we sold fuel for cash at a discount just to get the cash flow into the business so that we could keep going. And then in 1987, our only fuel supplier pulled out of the market. And not long after that, a neighboring business's truck backed into our fuel loading lines, and that put us out of business for a while. But we held on and we trusted in God, but we did not quit. We kept pushing ahead, and we got through those tough times together.
And those were very dark days.
They were. But I'm glad I had you by my side. One of our goals was to create opportunities, not just for our family, but for our employees. We wanted a place where people could grow in their careers and have a future. It takes courage to put people first, but that's how Christensen became what it is today.
Seeing our sons lead the company now creates a tremendous amount of pride. And it's not easy working together as a family like that, but they've done a great job in running the company and taking it to the next level. You know, you must lead by example. That's one of the things that I've suggested, is that you always treat people honest and fair and work together. And they've done a great job in doing that. And we're really proud of them.
When people hear the story of Christensen, I hope they hear that Gary and I built this business on respect, a lot of hard work, faith, and family and integrity.